Live. It's 7:01, Boise, Idaho. Let's see, we got Derek Gregg. It's popped up. What's up, Derek? Got Daniel Rhodes. Seen him a few times. How long will you be on live for? So the show is every Monday night, 7 to 8 o'clock. It's going to be an hour show. So we got Like Bikes on. I love bikes myself. Just race this weekend. You're live. I'm live. Superior Paintings in
Just welcome everybody.
North Carolina. We got Robbie Libby. I'm hungry. Oscar, Eli, you're live. Josh, got everybody showing up. Cool. People are popping up now. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend. Everybody had a good Mother's Day weekend. Hopefully, got your mother some flowers. Your mother and had a restful, relaxful weekend. How'd it go? Anybody got any cool Mother's Day stories? Let's see, we got a lot of people popping on. Josh, Yorkville, Illinois, watch every week. Cool. We got Josh was watching. We got Joseph Wilson. Hey, Chris. We got the questions are already popping up. We got to get some things done tonight, but let's see. We'll answer this question. Have you ever tried Kim Aqua Plus for cabinets? I have. It's a really, really good product for cabinets. I just used it, and the finish is great, but it is very thin and can run. Yeah, it's not an easy product to apply, but it works really well. It's an awesome product for cabinets. Any tips? Hopefully you're using a fine finish tip like a 310 tip, and you want to use a brand new tip. And pressure is going to be an issue on that too, depending on what pressure you're using. But the biggest tip is using a brand new fine finish Rack X tip when you're spraying the stuff. I don't thin it out, just use it straight too. We got John Burke. What's up, dude? Or Diddy? Or dude? New Zealand.
Just answer questions.
We got New Zealand popped in the house. Holy cow, we got all kinds of people.
Denise said for Mother's Day, my husband painted one room for me.
Hello, Denise. For Mother's Day, my husband painted one room for. That's awesome.
So your wife wants that done also.
My wife wanted me to put some floor in our bedroom, and I didn't. I did other things. Let's see. Is that your? Oh, so
all right.
We got somebody that noticed
No,
somebody
I did not delete that.
new in the room. What are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
I'm sorry.
Are you talking to us or what?
No.
So I got here. We got somebody in the room. This whole job thing gets a little overwhelming to me. I got so many things to open up, so many things to do, and Armando is my helper today. So we got Armando, and he's my assistant today. He's got. So we're gonna be opening up a bunch of packages. I got a bunch of stuff coming in. I got a giveaway to do. Armando's gonna help handling that. He is a college baseball player, or was a college baseball player, and he's going to be going to medical school. So he's my medical advisor, and he works out. So if you got any workout questions or medical questions, Armando's your man today. So
not as much as Chris though.
But I got my laptop, and you guys can see my laptop set up here. The Titan spray guide tool giveaway ended. That's the tip. It ended, and we're going to be giving this Titan spray guide. This isn't the one. This is the one I've been using, but I'm giving a brand new one away. We're going to be selecting the winner with our laptop here. I got a computer program that randomly selects the winner, so it makes it fair. All my giveaways are done on a website called Gleam.io, so it's going to be randomly selected. We're going to be doing that here pretty soon. Got those giveaways to do. Let's see. Going to be opening up a few packages. Let's see what. Oh, I want to just bring up to let you guys know these questions are just starting to just pop on here, and we're getting a lot of people streaming on here, and obviously I can't answer all the questions. Hopefully, we're going to be developing a large community here of a lot of people that want to learn about painting, that know about painting, and hopefully you guys can share the information. Everybody's been doing a great job, answering questions that I can't get to. This is kind of cool just to be able to share information, and that's how we learn. I still learn stuff new every day when I go to work painting. And on here, if you got a question and somebody else can answer it, feel free to answer it. It's awesome. I like to see that interaction with you guys out there helping each other out. It's kind of cool. The Idaho Painter community, just getting together and sharing ideas and stuff, and what works, what doesn't, and because I can't do it all in an hour. So we got, hey, somebody said hi, Armando, Joe Jordan,
Hello.
Mark
Hi, Joe.
Timo, We got Lisa in the background.
Yeah.
So
What she's
you need to do the giveaway.
okay. She wants me to do the giveaway. So Armando's got the computer here, and he's we're gonna be giving the Titan spray guide giveaway, and it's just there's a button on here. It's all set up, ready to go. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's gonna draw the winner when I say select, and the winner will tell who's the winner. You don't have to be on the show to actually win. We're gonna be notifying whoever it is that wins. So go ahead, Armando, hit that button, and the winner. Says it's drawing the winner 10%. There was 697 entries. So let's see. It came up with Kyle Clanfield. Kyle Clanfield is the winner. So he's from Calgary, Canada. So we'll be Kyle, if you're on tonight, you can email me, or we'll be emailing you to send you out the Titan spray guide. Titan is really cool. I got some stuff that's going to be given away on some future live shows. Really cool. That's some of these boxes. I'm sure they're Titan stuff. So Titan's is going to be providing some cool stuff like an airless sprayer, some spray guns and stuff. We got what are the best Chris, what are tree best tips? That doesn't
Three.
make
What are
Probably.
three
best tips
use?
to
Probably three best tips to use.
probably three best airless spray tips. When it comes to spray tips, there's two spray tips that I keep tons of them, and I buy them by the case that we use in our vehicles, and 515 and then a 310. I could actually do almost all the painting, that I do with a 515 and 310. Now you can get some other ones for specialty stuff, but if I had the choice of three, I'd probably have a 515, 310, and a 621. Those would be the three tips I would carry in my van. We got Seth Dorn. Have you had success with the Titan spray guide? So the Titan spray guide is what I just gave away. Once again, I used it once on an interior doing a garage, and it was about 10 minutes that I used it and tried to set it up and get going, and that was it. And so I was having trouble getting it set up and working, and I was in a hurry to get the garage done, so I haven't revisited it to test it out. It's in my list of hundreds of things to test and make videos on, so hopefully I can get to that sometime soon.
Jonathan Jeff, Chris, I have a customer that has new and painted cedar shingles on exterior, needs to be painted. How would you paint it?
So we got Jeff. Where did that just go? Jeff,
In the middle right there.
right here.
Yeah.
Jonathan Jeff. So you had a question painting cedar shingles. Let me show you. I was doing cedar shingles today. I got a picture right here. I'll show you. And what we were using, here's the cedar shingles. Hopefully you guys can see that. That is the just a small part of the house we were working on today, and we were using a product called Woodscapes, and we were spraying it with a 310 tip, and then one guy was spraying it and I was back brushing it with a large stain brush, a 4-inch stain brush. And so we were spraying and back brushing the first coat of Woodscapes solid color stain, and then we were going back and spraying a coat over the top of that after it dried, and the things were absolutely torched. I wish I had a before picture before, and they looked brand new after we're done. And that's with a solid color stain. It'd be the same process with a semi-transparent stain. So let's see, we got
Tell them about the giveaways tonight. Excited.
So we got some giveaways. We got two giveaways again we're gonna be doing tonight. We've got we got two things. Let's see, hand me just that pile of stuff right there. So in one of the giveaways, they're going to be basically the same, but we're going to be giving away, I got a Sherwin-Williams t-shirt we're going to be throwing in there. We got one of the top caulking setups right here with some of the refills. I got this company, Smart Flare, sent me a whole bunch of these things. They're like $15 on Amazon, and they're an LED light that lights both sides. It's a lantern. It's pretty interesting. It charges on a USB, but I'm going to throw in a Smart Flare. I got a whole bunch of people sending me stuff, to give away. There's going to be a sleeve of these brush and roller things. Pioneer paintbrush. Pioneer Brush sent me a bunch of paint brushes. They're really nice paint brushes, really nice bristles. They got really nice handles, so I'm going to be throwing in a paintbrush. And then Hyde sent me a bunch more tools and be throwing in a taping knife. So we got a couple of those packages we're going to be giving away. Two tonight. And somewhere about middle of the show, I'm going to be giving away one of my giveaways. And then at the end of the show, we'll be doing it again. But I got, we can get rid of that laptop. We're going to open up. I'll show you what we're going to be giving away. Titan sent me, I believe, some stuff. I think this is one of the boxes here. Do we got a knife here?
What did you tell me about next week's giveaway then?
We need to let's see some questions. Cody Townsend, yo, hello from Rockwall, Texas. Can you use a fine finish Rack X tip with the handheld Graco battery operated airless sprayer, and your thoughts on it? So that you can use with the battery operated sprayers, they're designed, the new FFLP tips that just came out, those are the tips you have to use with those sprayers. So I've tried using the regular fine finish tips, and it's not a good idea. The finish doesn't come out right, and it throws out a whole bunch of overspray. So it's they're fine finish tips, the green tips, but they're the FFLP tips, which are low pressure, because those handheld airless sprayers run at lower pressures than a regular airless sprayer. Here, you can that thing's like, they majorly. I think that's Pioneer Brush sent some more brushes and stuff. So they're really cool brushes that we're gonna be giving away. I think these are some exterior ones that I'm gonna be testing out. Let's see what there's just a lot of, let's see, Toby Bridges is on, nice. Irvin Garcia, Hyde Gooseneck. So yeah, she brought somebody just Hyde Gooseneck. I gave away some of the Hyde Goosenecks. I got a giveaway. Those Hyde Gooseneck paintbrushes are absolutely awesome. I don't have one in here, but they screw on to the end an extension pole and they bend. They're absolutely amazing. Love those things. I just did a video on them, so they're pretty cool.
This guy said I painted trim with your method, Pro Classic. How do I fix nail issues, runs, and overspray?
Wow, that's who asked that question?
Shane Lee.
You see, Shane's got, I painted trim with your methods and Pro Classic. Pro Classic is, that's a paint from Sherwin-Williams, and as long as I've been painting, that's the most difficult paint I've ever sprayed with an airless sprayer. And personally, I would never spray with it ever again. It's very, very difficult to spray. And the first time I ever sprayed it was in a new construction job, and I'd sprayed for a lot of years, got pretty good at spraying, and I started spraying Pro Classic, and I had runs everywhere, and I had dry feathers and flashing everywhere. It was just an absolute nightmare. And it took me a while to learn about the product and spray, and it was just very difficult. And even as much as I've sprayed it in the past, now I still run into issues with it. And in my personal opinion is, I've talked to some people from Sherwin-Williams, and I don't know this for a fact, but I believe Pro Classic was used or was created for do-it-yourselfers to brush. And so, for instance, like brushing windowsills and stuff like that, because it levels out, lays out really nice, and brushes really, really well. That it does good, but it doesn't spray good at all.
So what do you do if you have runs?
So if you got runs, I have a video on how to fix runs, and we wet sand the runs. We take a sponge, that sanding sponge that we just wet them, and then we begin wet sanding them. And you got to be really careful. You can't go too fast because it'll get too soft. But you got to wet sand them, and then we begin smearing Bondo glazing putty over the run and begin sanding that to get rid of it. So it's a combination of wet sanding, Bondo glazing putty, priming it, and then respraying it. And we using Pro Classic, we actually got really, really good at getting rid of runs because we got them all the time. So hi from Minnesota. Shad Owen is in the house. I want free stuff.
Tell them about the sprayer next week. Next week.
Oh, so next week you're running out of time. We're giving away the Graco handheld sprayer. That's going to be given away live next week. Got quite a few entries on that. So hand me one of these boxes here. Let me answer. I'm going to show you. Let's see what happened to the Color Muse. I actually have that. Where's that little Color Muse? I don't know if anybody there's. So it's really cool. I haven't shot the video on it. It's around here. I don't know if any of you have heard the little Color Muse, and it has an app that goes on your phone, and you put it down, and it'll tell you the color, and it'll tell you what color it is, of all the paint companies out there. It's really, really cool. It's a little device, very well made. It's not cheap either, and it's in my list of things to make videos on. But I tell you, I'm like really overwhelmed with all this. Whoa, what they send me? So Titan sent a PowerTex spray text hopper right here. That's kind of cool. Had no idea. So that's probably something I'll be giving away here in one of my next live videos here pretty soon. So that's kind of cool. The spray hopper from Titan. So we'll give that away. I think let's open that box. I know we're going to send me some of those spray guns to give away, the RX Pro guns. Let's see, I need that sprayer. That's my sprayer. Hello again from Louisiana. Eric Witzel's in the house. Leslie Hooper is in the house. Hopefully I said that right. Leslie, hi, Idaho. John McDonald, how do I enter to win the free stuff? So here's how you enter to win the free stuff. You got to go to my website. I got a lot of free things, and I'm going to be adding more and more stuff on there because I'm getting flooded with stuff coming in, and I just want to give it back to you guys because everybody on support my channel. It's really cool to give back to you. So you go to my website, theidahopainter.com. I'm typing it in here so you can see. Theidahopainter.com, and then /free giveaways. If you select this link, I think free giveaways, right, just like that. I believe that's how. So if you just go to my website, which you go to my website, Lisa, and then you click the what link in it, the drop down box for.
It was like help or I'll go to
need help. Go, Lisa will go and I'll explain to you. But there's a whole bunch of stuff on there I'm giving away, so you want to go out there and it doesn't cost you anything. It's all free. So
go to need help.
Go to my website, theidahopainter.com, and there's a bunch of tabs up top. There's one of them that says need help, and that's where I got all kinds of stuff that give you guys tips and tricks, helping and stuff. But then a drop down box is going to show up and it says free giveaways. Hit that and you're going to see everything I'm giving away right there. We got Greg Hill from Tempe, Arizona. I've been there. I've been to Tempe. Mark Tebow. Hi, Chris. Saskatchewan, Canada is in the house. How often do you golf? I golfed yesterday. I golf. That's my new Ping hat right there. And Ping's not paying me anything to wear that. I love golf. And so I'm trying to get out there like 4-5 times a week now in golf. I'm trying to ride my bike less and golf more. Let's see, we got Like Bikes, Robert Harris. For oak cabinets, search on the Idaho Painter YouTube channel and put this in the search line. Okay, somebody's
Helping.
like Aqua Coat, Grain Filler, and Floetrol. So it's some people are helping out. Somebody's asked me, Ronbo Nick, are you on Patreon? I had a Patreon account a while ago, and that's where people can go and help support you and stuff like that. And I had it for about a year, and I think 2 people got on there and to support my channel, and so I have it, but I don't even pay attention to it anymore. I don't follow up on it and stuff. Hello from Matthew Phillips. He's in. Adam Coyne. Hello, paint junkies. So what? Oh, holy cow! We got another Maximum Elite gun. So they sent me. So here, Titan sent me a Maximum Elite gun, pressure fed gun. So that's an HVLP gun. So I'll be giving this away too in one of my next live shows. They sent me that. I got a whole bunch of their guns. I use Titan's HVLP guns. They're awesome guns. So I've had a bunch of people ask me here recently, can they use the Graco, one of these things, to paint an automobile, or an airless sprayer to paint an automobile? So you can, but here's the difference between an airless sprayer and an HVLP sprayer is you're going to get HVLP sprayers is what they paint automobiles with automobile lacquers, but you're going to get a way finer finish with an HVLP sprayer than an airless sprayer. But I knew somebody that painted a vehicle with an airless sprayer and used interior trim paint on it, and a couple years later it was high gloss trim paint. It still looked pretty good. It was amazing. So not recommended, but it can be done. I got a video I'm gonna be doing here pretty soon where I got a Suburban that I'm gonna be painting with chalk paint, and it's gonna be a pretty cool experiment. We're gonna paint it with chalk paint, take it downtown. It's gonna have little bins attached to it with chalk, and we're gonna paint the entire Suburban other than the front window, and we're gonna see what people write on it. And so it's gonna be cool. We're gonna take the Suburban. We're going to just spray it with a HVLP sprayer. We're going to use some bonding primer, spray some bonding primer on it first, and then spray chalk paint, black chalk paint. So it's going to be kind of cool. Let's see. I'm going to get the two guns. So Eric Ritzel thinks he's going to win.
The guy asked if back rolling on a exterior, is that a waste of time, stucco?
So it's stucco. When it comes to back rolling stucco, we've been doing quite a few houses this year stucco, and I would say
thinks he's wasting his time.
about half the stucco houses we've back rolled, and the other half we haven't. So it depends on the condition of the stucco. If there's cracks in it, if the stucco is in poor condition, then it's and it depends on the style. There's all these different types of styles of stucco, and some of them should be back rolled, and some of them it doesn't really matter. There's some of them up here that it doesn't make any sense to back roll them. But then some of it depends on the product you're using. If there's a lot of cracks and the stucco's in poor condition, weathered, and it's starting to peel and crumble, we use an elastomeric coating, and then we typically back roll it. But if there's this one style of stucco, it's kind of like just a color coat that's very smooth, and we just use Resilience flat paint, and we just spray it on pretty heavy, and we don't back roll at all. So I'd have to actually see the stucco, the house, to determine whether you really need to or not. I would never say it's just an absolute waste of time. It can't hurt it. So it just costs you more money because it's more time consuming. Hector Torres is in the house. Irvin Garcia, I'm paint my house airless paint. I don't know, what does that say?
I have no idea. I'm gonna paint my first house airless paint with an airless paint.
I think Hector's gonna start painting his first house. Your videos help me out a lot.
Can you hear Armando?
Joshua.
So Hector, I can hear Armando. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, Lisa in the background. The business manager's back there. I don't know if everybody can see her. Turn around, Lisa.
No.
Lisa doesn't want to say hi. She's shy. Super Woody Boy's on. Nope, Woody is gonna win. Daniel Stringer
So
is
10
on.
minutes, we're going to do our first giveaway. Stick on with us.
So we're gonna do our first giveaway in about 10 minutes. So we'll see.
Joshua had a question.
Which we got Josh.
Up top.
Joshua Wynn. Hi Chris. When do you stick to or ignore manufacturer recoat times? When going for efficiency, sticking to specs sometimes is not an option. Thanks, and big fan started spraying. Yeah, I know if you read the cans, there's all these manufacturer specifications and stuff, and I have to say that I very rarely follow any of those specifications on
You
there.
just got $5. Joe Jordan.
Hey, we got somebody that Joe Jordan just that's cool. I get to Joe here. Thank you very much, Joe Jordan. Got a big shout out to Joe. He just gave me a super chat of $5. Very appreciate it very much, Joe. But the manufacturer, it's weird because a lot of these recoat times absolutely make no sense whatsoever. And then recommended tip sizes, they tell you recommended tip sizes are like a lot of them are 515s and 517s, and yet we spray 310s out of them all the time. And they say that you can't. It's just, I don't know where a lot of these recommendations come from, but like I say, a lot of them make sense, but I haven't paid attention to a lot of them, and I've never had any warranty issues. I've never had any callbacks or warranty issues in my career, so nothing's gone wrong. I haven't had any paint failures or anything, so for instance, like if it says the recoat time is 4 hours, say on Resilience, I believe it's somewhere like that or something. Once I get around the house, if the house is dry an hour later and it's 85 degrees outside, I'm going to start spraying the second coat. I'm not going to wait, 4 hours for the next coat. See, Eric Ritzel in Louisiana, can you use a 1/2-inch nap roller to paint a vehicle? I guess you can paint a vehicle with anything you want. It depends on what you want it to look like in the end. Guess we could take Armando's car and we'll experiment with his and
Gladly.
paint his car with
Ask if
our
anybody has
roller.
any medical questions.
Who's got any medical
Questions?
questions? We got our medical guy on staff here. He's my medical advisor.
Sure. Quick care nurse.
He's my baseball. I go watch him play baseball. He's a softball and baseball player. So, there was some I wanted to also talk about. I've gotten some questions about how to market yourself, and I've touched a little bit about it. And I'm going to say I want to touch on Yelp, and Yelp is something that I get. A lot of business from, and so instead of I just told you that's what I do, I'm going to explain to you how I go about doing it. And so here's when I'm all done with a job. We send out an invoice packet, and our invoice packet I think is like 5 or 6 pages. And one of the things I do is in that invoice package I encourage our customers to give me a review on Yelp, and if it's a good review, if they feel like giving me a 5-star review, I encourage them to go to Yelp and give me a 5-star review. And then the other one is Angie's List, and in my bid packet, Angie's List has an actual form that somebody can fill out, and it folds. And it's self-addressed and self-stamped, so you don't even have to do anything. They just stick it in the mail, and I get a lot of reviews on Angie's List that way. So Yelp and Angie's List is a couple ways to get business, because once you get a 5-star rating, people start rating you on there. Other people will begin. People search. It's crazy. Yelp was, I think, created for restaurants, but people search Yelp to find all kinds of service-related businesses, and I get a lot of calls from Yelp. So you got to really encourage your customers to give you a 5-star review on Yelp and Angie's List, and Angie's List makes it really easy because they can mail it in. So we got Lisa's asking what she.
So you have the first winner.
Oh,
Right
so
out.
hey, so Armando's going to announce we got a first winner. We got a package of giveaway stuff, and so who's our first
For
winner?
interacting
So
with
the
us.
first winner is Super Woody Boy.
So Super Woody Boy, you got our first package of stuff. That includes a Pioneer paintbrush. Has got our top caulking things. Got a T-shirt and. A few other things are going to be, in that package we'll be sending to you too. So congratulations. I've seen you on here, I think every time that I've been on my live show. So thanks for coming. Thanks for being a part of the show. We'll be getting in touch with you. I'll give you my email address. Every time I put my email address on here, after I get flooded with emails that are like 3 pages long with questions. Daniel Stringer, big fan, painter myself. Would really like to talk to you about a great opportunity. Well, if you got a great opportunity, you can email me. I've put my email on here a few times before. I'll put it on here again. I got to notify these winners tonight. But another thing, so just to help you, market your company. So I really want you guys to be successful. I mean, this isn't about, me making, tons of money and being successful as a painter. I'm here to help you guys out and help you market your companies and become successful painters too. And so Yelp and Angie's List are 2 that I touched on tonight. And another thing I want to just touch on is your bid packet. So I don't know how you go about bidding if you're just walking up and just writing out a 1-page bid. I know some painters just hand scratch a page out, or some painters go back and send the customers a 1-page bid. If you want to win lots of paint jobs, over the years I've created a bid packet, and my bid packet now is about 22 pages long. And so, and that's if somebody just is asking for a bid for 1 bedroom, they're going to get a 22-page bid package, and that's what sells my business. And that's one of the things I think that's probably the single most effective way, or the
Quality of work,
number one way that I've won jobs, or I don't even know what I'm trying to say, something like that, won business is with my bid package. And nowadays I don't even meet the customers very rarely, and my my bid package sells itself. It's about 20, like I say, 22 pages long. I actually sell copies of it on my website, but you can purchase it. But you got to have a good quality bid package. It's got to be professional looking, and there's a lot of things that should be in that package. If just think about it, mine is 22 pages long. What could possibly be in that package? There's all kinds of things, to resumes, to recommendations, to pictures of my employees, to the products I use. It's very in depth, and most of the people just see the bid package, are absolutely blown away with and it just sells itself. So I think Lisa's saying something back there.
No.
She's not. So, those are some things just to help you out, help you guys, help your businesses out. Let me see if have you seen any other questions, Armando?
No, it was,
anything? I should have you.
scrolling all the way down, yeah.
You should. Are we all the way at the bottom? I think we are at the bottom. Mark Shipman, you should create a new email for giveaways so
Yes,
people can
good
contact you.
Great
Mark,
idea,
you have a great. I do have an email address that is for that, and I need to start using it, so I don't have to put it on here, and it will be. Maybe that's what I'll do next week. I'll do that. So a good tip, Mark. Thank you very much for reminding me. So another thing I want to touch on too is I got an email. I don't know where it is. I got an email. I get a lot of people that want to come work for me and apply to work for my business, and it's. I had an email the other day. I think yesterday, the day before, and this gal wanted to come work for me, and she's in another country. She's a college student here. I hire a lot of kids from the local college, Boise State University here, and she's a student, and she sent me an email asking me to work for me, and she's coming back tired. She was in another country and stuff. I don't know I can't remember all the details, but she said she wanted a job where was that? She says she wants a job which is fairly mindless, if that makes any sense. And so I just wanted to explain that. So this gal wants to work for me, but she just wants a job that's mindless. And a lot of I guess what I want to say is, for everybody out here that's watching the show, we're all painters, and I actually love what I do. I love my job. I love my career, and we are doing a profession, a trade, and it's not a mindless trade. I mean, we have a good skill, a valuable skill. I love what I do because I show up to somebody's house. Like today, we showed up at the house. It wasn't even painted. Walked away from the thing. It's all painted, brand new. You can see a lot of the pictures of what we do in a day on my Instagram channel. But I mean, it takes a lot of skill to be. It's taken me, I don't know, 15 years to get where I'm at now, and I'm still learning stuff every single day. And it's an extremely valuable trade. You have to have a skill. You have to learn how to use a brush. You got to learn how to use airless sprayers. There's a lot of things about what we do. You got to have good customer service skills if you want to have a successful business. You got to be good with people. You got to be a good communicator. We're definitely not mindless employees, and all the employees that work for me, my guys, are absolutely amazing people. They're just amazing. They got good character, good morals, ethics, but they're very artistic, very good with their hands, very skilled. And painting is a skill. It's a trade. When I hire these college kids, they're obviously going to graduate from college and move on and go do something new with their life. They're not here to be a painter as a profession, but I always tell them that you're learning a trade from me that you can take anywhere. You can go anywhere in the U.S., anywhere in the world, and everybody needs painting everywhere. And it's a skill that it takes a long time to master. And I don't think I still haven't mastered it. And I've been doing this for this many years. I've gotten pretty good, but it's I just want people to know and just take pride in what you do. Hey, we're painters, but you know what? We're not just these construction workers that don't know what we're doing or don't have any skill or are just I guess worthless or whatever. But you're valuable. You got a skill. You're learning a skill that's extremely valuable, and you can make a really, really good living doing it. I've proved that. It's and it can be a very rewarding career. It's I was a former police officer. I was in the military. I worked for Home Depot in the paint department. I worked, Pizza Hut. Where else have I worked?
That's enough.
Sprinkler system. Lisa was always back there chipping away, telling me enough is enough. But So, anyways, we got some questions. Let's see.
Armando has some.
Have you seen any question, Armando?
Oh,
Yep, he has a couple.
DERN.
Where's that at?
Right there. You just went over it. There you go.
Oh,
okay.
DERN.
It says, "Hey Armando, I'm elderly and I like to ride bikes, but things are starting to go numb even after an hour. Any suggestions?" Well, I don't know if you're eating well enough or drinking water enough. That's typically what it comes down to when I see when people are saying things are going numb on me. You could have restricted blood flow. I know that's something that we're just learning about too. Amplified pain syndrome, something happens. Your brain doesn't get enough return back from blood, so what ends up happening is your nerves start sending messages back saying like we need stuff, we need nutrients and all these things and oxygen for my bones and for my muscles to recuperate and everything, but it's not working. So what ends up happening is you could start to go numb after some sensation. So possibly go to your doctor and get your heart checked out, maybe do an EKG if that's something.
How about Luke Younger?
We got Luke Younger. He's asking, keeping weight while working, labor, which is, I know what you're talking about. So he says, always losing my gains in Louisiana heat. Any tips for weight gain? Working construction, I go full ectomorph without 6 meals a day. So that's basically getting skinny.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sure Armando's got, well, see what he says. The biggest thing is just eat a lot more protein. I know if you can't, you got to eat more. So get up in the morning and just eat, a protein shake with a lot of calories in it. And you got to just start taking in, more calories. You're burning astronomical amount of calories when you're out there working and stuff. So I don't know. What do you keep your weight up?
That's exactly what I was saying. Thinking about you talk about like your caloric intake over the day. If you're losing more calories than you're putting out, like say work construction, it's really hot and you're sweating a lot of these things out, you're going to be losing weight. You may be losing muscle mass too as it is, but there's like certain levels of how hard you're working and your heart rate goes along with that. There's a certain level of fat burning, then there's muscle building, and then there's muscle burning and fat burning. So that's why you see like these long sprinters, they get so skinny and lean. They're losing a lot of weight through that, and muscle or heavy fast twitch muscles, and they go for these long lean muscles. But like Chris said, you just got to keep eating more, incorporating more protein. Probably throughout when you first get to work, maybe carb load heavy, so it keeps you sustained through that time.
Yeah, I think, and too, like if you're drinking, whatever you're drinking, I mean, it's good to drink water, but drink things that have calories. It's just a matter of taking in calories and good calories. Eat a lot of protein. That was a problem of mine when I was back in my bodybuilding days. Let's see, Jeremy Gerard. I then started, technique also. Started researching, found your videos, and ended up doing the job myself. Thanks to your videos. Well, thank you very much, Jeremy. Steve Terciera. Hey, brother, good job. Got Jerry Calverley. Does your Amazon website work with Android mobile? I couldn't navigate it very well with my Galaxy. I'm not sure. I've never used an Android device. So I've never even got on it. I mean, I would think it should, work on there. But Alex Caddy, if I lived near you, I'd come work for you. I do renovations in Washington. Hey, just move to Boise if you apply. If you guys want a job on my website, IdahoPainter.com is my business, my painting website. If anybody wants to come work for me, you got to apply there first. Joshua Wynn, if you know the way broadly, will you see it in all things?
I guess, I don't know, I was saying, that sounds like it's saying to me, like, if you can simplify it, like it's this huge thing, then you can see the whole picture, like...
Quoted that person. Have you ever heard of that person?
No.
He quoted some person. Never heard of him. Interesting. From Joshua Wynn. Jack of all. We got, let's see, beer.
Do we have anything else to open?
Eric Ritzel just went beer.
Open?
Let's see. We got.
Tell about the drawing.
What? Oh, here we just.
15 minutes. We have another drawing.
15 minutes. We're gonna do another drawing. Looks like Pioneer Brush sent me some exterior paint brushes, so I'm gonna test out. Looks like a pretty nice brush. It's interesting. Those bristles are kind of Interesting. So that's Pioneer Brush sent me some. So they got, it looks like there's 4 of them in here. So I'll give one of these things away. You know, my next live show, 1 or 2 of them. I gotta test them out for them. So let them know what I think of them and stuff. So I can't give them all away, but let's see. We answer some more questions here. What else was on our agenda, Lisa? If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe or consider subscribing to my channel, The Idaho Painter.
So you're going to do the drawing in 15 minutes?
I'm going to do the drawing. We're going to do another drawing in 15 minutes, but...
who do we already have one winner?
Yeah, we already have one winner. Super Woody Boy was our first winner.
Who was our
for
winner
today.
of the thing?
Who was the winner?
Calvin.
We announced it. Armando's going to look it up. We had the winner for the Titan. I announced it. This isn't
Kyle
the one. This
Clanfield.
is Kyle, what?
Clanfield.
Kyle Clanfield was the winner on my website. The Titan spray guide ended, so we gave that away. Selected the winner. It's all done by a computer system that is non-biased, and it selects the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. I used to do a bike race called the Chicken Dinner.
Do you paint metal roofs?
The Idaho Painter website isn't very mobile friendly for at least Android. Try requesting the desktop site. Yeah. Well, sorry about that. Now that somebody brought that up, I will look into that and see if I have a gal that helps me with some of my web stuff and see if she can figure that out, why it isn't. I'd love to move up there, talk to you. Funny. We got Eric Ritzel. How do you say that?
Metal roofs.
Mizell?
Messiah
Contreras. Do you paint mini metal roofs? What would you suggest on how and what to do with it? So I have painted some metal roofs, and they're not easy to do. So the first tip on a metal roof, if you don't want it to be a mess and have flashing all over, is you have to do it early in the morning, right when the sun rises. It has to be cool. Once the sun hits that thing, it's going to dry too fast, and you're going to have dry feathering and flashing all over it. But you got to clean the metal roof really well. You got to spray it with a bonding primer, and then we used DTM or Metalatex from Sherwin-Williams to spray them. But man, it's absolutely critical that it's a cool day and it's early in the morning or late in the evening. And man, you just gotta, we do them with like a 60-foot boom, and you get on a boom and somebody drives the boom for you in the boom, and one person, so he's driving up and down the roof and spraying it, because you can't really start and stop on those roofs. They're not easy to do. You need to charge a lot of money to do it if you're gonna be doing it. Need to stay at anaerobic threshold. Well, that's interesting. Ralph, that was from Joe Jordan. Ralph Emmerich. Just saw your video on fast dry oil primer for wax bleed. And just curious if any of you know what wax bleed is. That's a major problem where I am up here. It's a disaster for painters. I think what the problem, let's see, I think that was the problem on my parents' house 50 years ago in New Jersey. Is that, well, wax bleed, I wouldn't say that was the problem, because wax bleed is a problem that was just discovered, and it's in new siding that came out about 10 to 12 years ago, I think, somewhere around that range. Some siding companies, and they're up here, and they stopped manufacturing and screwing the siding up a few years back. But it's I've done a lot of testing with the labs with Sherwin-Williams, and I've been involved in that a lot, in the resolutions and how to resolve it. I've been dealing with the labs and the chemists on it, and it's too much paraffin wax into the siding, and the paraffin wax, it's hydrocarbons are coming up to the surface and causing the paint to come off. And any paint that you paint over, the wax bleed, the wax hydrocarbons will not stick to it. It's like painting a candle. I'd be curious if anybody on the live chat is even aware of it and knows what it is.
Have you ever used the AccuBrush system that's advertised before some of your videos?
I've so
favorite ad.
How many of you are annoyed with that AccuBrush ad that pops up all the time? So every time I watch a video or something on YouTube, that dumb AccuBrush video comes up, and I maybe I shouldn't say dumb, but I've never tried it, so I can't say. But I just watch the videos, and it's just kind of a little bit hokey, and for the life of me, I just can't imagine how that thing could possibly work. Because I've tried some devices that are just like that, and the device, it's always done in these studio conditions with the perfect condition, the perfect 90-degree angle, and you never have those conditions, when you're out working in the field, and so it never works. So, but you can stop that ad. There's a way. When the ad, you go down on the lower left hand corner, there's a few little things you can select, and you can select in YouTube and say never see this ad again, and you'll never see it again. And that's what I did. So now I don't have to see it no more, and I figured that out here just recently. Let's see if you've seen anything popping up there, Armando.
Yeah, painting 25-year-old aluminum siding, do you need to use a Bondo primer prior to spraying an acrylic finish?
So JRS, we paint aluminum siding and vinyl siding all the time, and I use the same product we paint on all our residential homes, pretty much Resilience, and Resilience can go right on aluminum and vinyl, and it doesn't really matter what the age is, it matters what the condition of the previous paint that's on there. So the first thing is rub your hand on it, and does your hand have a bunch of chalkiness on it? If it is, you got to get that chalkiness off. Once you do, then you can paint it with Resilience, and it doesn't take anything special, and we've painted a lot of them and had a lot of success doing it. Majority of them aren't chalky, but if they are chalky and you're having a problem getting it on too, you can add emulsibond to the paint, and emulsibond will help the paint bond to a chalky surface. So that's a cool trick to do when you're painting aluminum or vinyl siding. You will see them where they get chalky, and that's a great time to put emulsibond in the paint. Let's see, seeing Superior Painting. That is so damn annoying. I'm not sure.
I think that commercial.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's probably referring to the commercial. Hi Chris, do you wash interior walls before painting them? So that's a good question. So I get customers asking me, so we're going to come in and we're going to paint their bedroom or paint their entire house, and a lot of the old schoolers, people that are older than me, back in the day, I'm not sure they washed the walls and used TSP and stuff like that, and that's a good way to degloss them and stuff like that. But if your wall is in good condition, it's not all filthy dirty, you don't need to wash them. There's absolutely no reason to wash them. Now, if I'm in a kitchen where there's a bunch of food splatters on the back of the wall, then you need to get that contaminant off. If there's no contaminants on the walls, there's absolutely no reason to wash them. There's no point. You don't need to. So you need to prime them if you're basically in the same color range and stuff. So let's see, I pay for the YouTube Red, so I watch ad free. That's interesting. Somebody uses YouTube Red. That's wow. So
isn't the fast dry primer good for cedar bleed?
Fast. So if you got if you're painting cedar or staining cedar, you're gonna get tannin bleed. And we don't paint cedar. We use woodscapes, and the only time we ever see the tannin bleed and stuff like that is if you're using like white. But you would see it with whites. But if you're painting it, you're gonna need to use a primer that's gonna block tannins. Do we have? I think we had a big box down here. Let's open it. See, Titan sent some other. I believe that's another sprayer down there. They want me to test. What are those tips? They sent some. So Titan just came out with. I don't know if anybody knows. Graco just released their new fine finish tips, the FLP tips, so fine finish, low pressure tips. And Titan has just now come out with some new tips themselves, and that's what these are. They say they're high efficiency airless. I don't know anything about them. So
5 minutes, we're gonna do a giveaway.
I just so we'll be testing them out. I might send some of them out to somebody on one of my shows to test them out too. If you're not following me on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and even Instagram, you can find me on all that social media. You can see I'm always putting little video snippets of what we're doing out in the field on Instagram and Facebook. So, and then giving some tips and tricks. So don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and even Instagram. So just kind of cool to see what I'm doing even outside of painting. We got our Titans. Let's see what the tag is. Let's see if we get Titan sent. Whoa. Looks like so they sent a 440. So we got they came out with their new anniversary 440. So we got a Titan 440. I'm going to be shooting a video. I got so it's kind of interesting. When I started my painting company, A long time ago. I think it maybe like 15 years ago when I started my own painting company. My very first sprayer I bought was a Titan 440i. And I still have that sprayer. It's 15 years later. I just took it in. It had I had to put a new piston in it and stuff like that, but it still runs, and it's incredible how much paint has gone through that thing in 15 years. And I'm going to do a comparison with the old one and the new one and shoot a video doing that, so it's going to be kind of cool. When painting vinyl, what's the best prep for doing it? I think so when you're painting vinyl, we power wash it really good. If it's chalky, then we take nylon scrub brushes and scrub it with TSP to try to get the chalkiness off. If it's not chalky, if you don't rub your hand on it and have chalkiness, we just power wash them and they're good to paint. Do you, let's see, Ronbo Nick, do you spray anything prior to painting to stop boring bees? So that's an interesting question. So up here, so boring bees, there's bugs. They're called cutter bees, and the cutter bees get in the little holes in the sidings and fill them up with leaves and stuff like that. The mosquitoes are incredible up here. Flies are really annoying. But we add a product, and I have a video on it, and it's called Bug Juice by Walla Walla, and we add the bug juice in our paint. And actually, I sell it on my tool store, and this stuff is incredible. And it lasts. We've painted buildings, and you just dump it right into the paint as you're painting and stir it into the paint, and it kills flying and crawling insects up to 5 to 7 years. And I've been back to houses and apartment complexes. We've put it into the paint over 5 years ago, and it's still no bugs on the place. When we prior to when we got there, they were one of the apartment complexes. They were power washing every month because of all the spiders, because it's right on the river, Boise River, and so the stuff is amazing. So you got to give it a try. It's Bug Juice by Walla Walla. Once again, you can find it at my tool store too. Boston, here it is too cool to wax bleed. So no, yeah, the wax bleed is a regional thing here in my area only, from two siding manufacturers that only sell right around here. So yeah, I wouldn't think you would see it in Boston. Have you seen anything pop up there, Armando?
Yeah, right above.
Up here?
No, this is using airless with FFLP versus HVLP unit. All the way to top scroll up.
Give
From
away in
Superior
3
Painting.
minutes.
Superior Painting. Oh, Chris, using airless sprayer FLP versus HVLP. So an airless sprayer with an FFLP tip, a fine finish, low pressure tip, is an HVLP sprayer is going to give you a way finer finish.
Kalkman.
And hey, thank you very much, Craig Kalkman. It's super chat, $5. Thank you very much, Craig. Shout out to Craig. I'm curious where you're from. Cool. Thank you so much. Any of you guys that help support me and my channel, even by just subscribing, helping support me, is even just liking my stuff on Facebook. It's really cool. But when you guys go out of your way to give me some of your hard-earned money, it's very much appreciated. Thank you guys very much. So the HVLP is for fine finish. I sprayed lacquers for years and years with an airless sprayer, and it gives you pretty dang good finishes. But HVLP is just going to give you a finer finish. The FFLP tips give you more of an eggshelly finish than the previous. They're fine finish tips, and so I don't like the FFLP tips as much. Josh Harris, only gripe is that the manifold filter is on the bottom. So on the Titan 440, that is my big beef with that thing, is that manifold filter on the bottom, and you have to in order to clean that sprayer, that manifold filter has to come off. And you can have clear water coming out of that sprayer, and absolutely clear water, and take that manifold filter off and look in there, and that thing will be half full of paint. It's incredible. You have to, every single time, and it's the only airless sprayer I've ever used where you have to take the manifold filter off to completely get it clean. Because what happens next time you go to paint, say you're painting red, and then you clean the thing out and you're shooting water, clear water comes out. Now I'm going to go paint a white door. It's going to come out and there's going to be red mixed into that white, and we torched a couple doors because of that. So
Have him ask Craig's question.
whose question?
Craig's, have you had any luck spraying kitchen cabinets with milk paint? I'm trying to decide between General Finishes milk paint and Sherwin-Williams Pro Classic. Any suggestions?
So that's a good question. So milk paint, I never even knew anything about milk paint, and I just did some research on it because I had somebody ask me about it, recently. And what true milk paint is interesting. Back in the days, it was made from curdled milk, and milk byproducts. It's kind of weird. Spoiled milk is what milk paint was. Now I don't. I mean, now that I saw some new cans, and I'm not sure if these new products coming out are true milk paint, but I'm not sure I would paint anything with milk paint, but after reading about it, I don't think they're the same. But it's weird because they're saying the milk paint was this great stuff because 100 years later, these places that were painted with milk paint look awesome. But when you hear about what it was made from, it's really weird. But I think to me, milk paint is something that is for small projects, probably for small furniture projects and little small projects. But I would never, to me, I would never put it on. Somebody asked me the other day if they would paint cabinets with milk paint. I'm just like, there's no way. There's far superior products that I would ever use for using milk paint. But once again, I'm not an expert on milk paint. Haven't used, but now that I've heard about it, I'm gonna go test it out and check it out.
There's a question about, is the bug juice toxic?
So the bug juice, yeah, Armando just saw a question. I can't keep up with all these questions. Is the bug juice toxic? So the bug juice is EPA. It's been passed by all EPA regulations to be safe for use interior and so indoors and outdoors, even around food service areas. So in restaurants and stuff like that. So, but read about it and stuff. And it's not supposed to be harmful to pets and animals, so it just kills the little dang bugs that crawls on your house. So but the chemical in it went through rigorous testing, to be passed to be mixed into paint.
Can you mix it into any product?
You can mix it into oil-based and water-based products. Bug juice.
Stain and paint?
You can mix it into stain. We've put it in solid color stains, semi-transparent stains, water, and oil. And the stuff is great. I love the stuff. It's good stuff. I got it on my house, outside of my house, and inside of my house. And who knows the brain damage I'll suffer. Alex Caddy, I've used the Sherwin-Williams pre-catalyzed epoxy. Sherwin-Williams works good. Gave me a good finish on shaker doors. Yeah, their catalyzed epoxy is awesome. Said Dominguez just gave a super chat.
And we have an next winner too.
$5. Thank you very much. What was that?
We have a next winner. Yeah.
Oh, so we got another winner for the package that includes, includes a top caulking, tool, and includes a Pioneer paintbrush, and includes a high tool, a t-shirt, and there's gonna be some other stuff that goes along with it. And the winner is Like Bikes. That's interesting. I love bikes. I race bicycles. You guys can see me on Instagram every now and then when I'm out racing. So Like Bikes is the winner. So thank you very much. Once again, thank you for everybody that showed up tonight. It's been an awesome time answering questions. See if I got part of my agenda. Oh, don't forget, if you guys want to be notified, every time I come out with my live show, make sure where you subscribe on my YouTube channel, there's a little bell. If you push that bell, that's like the notification bell. Every time I'm live, it tells you I'm live. So it's kind of cool. Spiny Norman, any tips for people with multiple chemical sensitivity? It's a psychosomatic disease. Now that's something for Armando there. What's the psycho?
Oh, wow. So any tips for people with multiple chemical sensitivity to psychosomatic disease, or people think that smells cause physical harm and can't paint anything due to order? I mean, I've seen that a lot from just my normal psychology classes that I took. I don't know. I would just try to limit yourself from getting into sensory overload for yourself. I've seen sensory disorders, and you got to keep yourself away from those things. So I know that some people can get it's like a general type of allergy, they would describe it, like a type of you're allergic to a couple of things, and chemically wise. So just limit yourself. I know you guys wear masks, can wear goggles too,
Yeah.
and then simply use earplugs just to reduce them from getting any contact into them. Gloves, cover your body from skin, or cover your body, don't expose your skin at all. Something I'd recommend for that.
Yeah, he touched on something, ear protection and respirators. So we use respirators, and anytime you're spraying, we use the charcoal respirators for any chemicals like lacquers and stuff like that. And if you're concerned about it, whether you're spraying indoors, outdoors, water-based paints or oil-based paints, use the charcoal respirators. You'll see us wearing the pink ones when we're outdoors and stuff, and that doesn't filter out any like strong chemicals and stuff like that, but we're in out in the open and stuff, so we're typically not breathing it. So let's see,
We're out of time.
we got Jonathan E. Bear. I just got my package from the last win. The giveaway was awesome. So Jonathan is on tonight. He won something in our last giveaway, so he
Daniel
received
just
it.
gave us $5.
Daniel Stringer just gave $5. Thank you very much, Daniel. Nice shout out to Daniel. Let's see, we got
This is it. Yeah.
Mr. Andy, congrats. Like bikes? Spiny Norman, I mean more for the client.
That was
Like
the
Paint
smell.
Ninja.
That was the
So
smell.
once again, I'm giving, like you guys can see, I'm like, I don't know if you can see my office. It's just crazy, all this stuff that's coming in. I just got piles of stuff that, people are shipping me, all these the lights and stuff.
Jerry
And
just gave $5.
we got Jerry Calvary just gave $5. Thank you very much, Jerry. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support, man. It's awesome. But all this stuff I'm gonna be giving away. I'm just what else? I got some of these tack life things. These are actually really cool. One of these things is on my website to give away. They're laser measuring things, and they actually work really well. What else? We got some drop cloths, some kind of interesting drop cloths that are out there that, but we're testing. So I'm gonna be, hopefully, I think Lisa, you're working out going to the UK. Anybody from the UK?
Yes, we've done a video with somebody from the UK. But you need to.
Can I tell them about the
keep
UK?
on- No, you cannot.
I can't.
No.
We're gonna be going to the UK pretty soon
Just
to shoot a
say-
video.
Say thank you.
So if anybody's out there from the UK, let us know. We'd love to meet up with you. She doesn't want me to tell you.
Yeah.
Why?
Go on. Chris, seriously. Say keep on painting. Goodbye.
My wife wants me to say keep on painting, and she says it's 8:00 and we gotta go. It's been great chatting to you. Let me see if I can. Was there anything? Did you see Armando?
Just go through the super chat. Say thank you again for all these people.
Thank you. We got the boss back there being the boss. Thank you for our super chatters tonight. We got Joe Jordan, Craig Kalkman. We got Syed Dominguez, Daniel Stringer, and Jerry Calvary. All contributed to supporting the channel. Thank you guys very much. We'll be back. It's every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. answering your questions, giving you guys some stuff away. Go check out my giveaway page at theidahopainter.com.
Congratulations to our winners.
Congratulations to tonight's winners.
Super Woody Boy.
Super Woody Boy
Like bikes.
and Like Bikes won the stuff tonight, and then we had our winner for the Titan spray guide was given away tonight. So I don't know if do I need to give them the email address to
I
contact
already
us?
did.
Oh, so she already gave out the email address. And I got to get going. Well, we got somebody else. Rest one
thank
gave
you.
$2. Thank you very much. I think I'm gonna drag this guy out to go golfing. So it's time to go golfing. It's in Boise. It's 8:00, but it's getting dark till like 9:30 now. So I gotta go
Terrible baseball.
work on my golf game and
painting.
and you guys keep on painting. I really hope your painting businesses do well. If you got any questions for me when it comes to marketing and stuff and helping you guys be successful, I got all kinds of things I can help you guys out with. But
Keep on painting and good night.
keep on painting. Good night, guys.